What's up, everybody? Trinity here. Welcome back to Second Street. I hope you're all having a very good day. Here we are on Monday morning, and today we are going to be talking about Marvel Studios Hawkeye. They just dropped a new trailer for their new series, getting ready to come on, what was it, November 24th? Towards the end of November, right before going into the Christmas season. Perfect timing, considering seeing the trailer. Before we get into that, I want to know from you if you did happen to catch this trailer and what you thought about it. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. And believe me, I want to know all your thoughts, whether you liked it, didn't like it. It's all good. Let me know. Let me know all the thoughts down in the comments below. Did you like it? I don't know. I need to know. That's why you need to get down there in the comment section, interact with all the cool people while you're there doing that. You know, while you're there interacting with everybody, talking about this new Hawkeye trailer, sharing your feelings on it. While you're there doing that, and here watching, you actually, what you're doing is collecting this thing called Myrtle bit. And the Myrtle bit is what you're going to use to have to buy these tickets to get entered into the giveaways that we're going to be doing here on the channel. We've got some different comic books and stuff that we're going to be giving away very soon. So make sure, you know, that you're subscribed, and make sure that you're here on the live streams by hitting the notification bell and turning it to all. Make sure you click it to all so you get those notifications anytime we do a live stream or upload a video. Though the videos have been few and far between. Soon to change. But make sure you're here for all these live streams, because while you're here interacting in the live streams, you get extra Myrtle bit for interacting with all the great folks that you see down there in the chat. So let's get here into the live chats and see what everybody is saying about the trailer. I, for one, I thought the trailer was good. I really did enjoy this trailer, kind of everything that it did. You know, obviously the music, the feel of the trailer. To me, it felt like a, you know, just like, I don't know, like a good old, I don't know, kind of maybe 80s action movie. You know, kind of reminds me of like a Lethal Weapon kind of vibe to it. Though, and, you know, honestly, some real callbacks to that as well. Can we not deny, like, along with the Christmas music, but then when they're driving around and it's Christmas time and you see they're being chased and they actually end up driving into that Christmas tree parking lot. I mean, isn't that kind of like the intro of the first Lethal Weapon movie, right? You know, then they kind of gave those Die Hard vibes when you see Jeremy Renner later sliding down, you know, from the building. You know, just all those kinds of things there. I don't know. I liked the trailer. I thought it was pretty good. You know why? Because it looked like something that was very grounded. It didn't look like it was something big and grandiose. It looks like it's just going to be setting up this story, which we know is like Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye, going out and meeting Hailey Steinfeld's character, who is Kate Bishop. We're gonna guess that they're going with the classic Kate Bishop model here. Who knows? I mean, that's certainly what it looks like to me. Now, I've never read any of that comic run or anything like that. The only one that I have read was the recent one that they did, excuse me, by Matt Rosenberg. I did read that one, so I don't really know anything about, you know, any of the runs that they're possibly pulling from here in this series. But I gotta say, for me, this trailer did it for me for this series. I honestly think that if this was a movie, this trailer did it for me for a movie, to be quite honest. I really did enjoy this trailer, the feel of it and everything that was going on in the trailer. So, again, I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought about it. Like I said, this actually kind of got, actually, you know what, like, seriously, I haven't been hyped to see, like, any of the movies. Like, even the Spider-Man trailer, you know, it came out, I was like, all right, cool, you know, looks good. You know, we'll watch it. But, like, nothing to get me, like, hype. Like, this trailer, I watched, I was kind of like, oh, I was kind of delighted, right? Is it okay? Maybe we'll go with that. I was a little bit delighted to see this trailer. And I'm not going to church it up and make it sound like it's going to be like the greatest thing ever, because getting into the Marvel series so far that we've had on Disney Plus, I think a lot of people aren't really feeling them. Some people really are. Obviously, you know, you got MCU stands and stuff like that out there as well. And no, not my man, Mike Porter, saying that he's the original MCU stan. Sorry, Mike Porter. I'm sorry, Mike Porter, but I am the original MCU stan. But you know what? I stopped standing when Mike Porter showed up. Yeah. We've influenced this man in a bad way. We really have, community. Feel good about yourselves. I'm just kidding. But I am. I was. Then I seen the things they've done. You know, she draws from the dark dimension. That's what keeps her alive so long. Anyway, guys, let's get here into the live chat. See what everybody's saying. See what is up with all these good people. We got my man, BigStevieW in the building. Lucas Texvenger, Justin Simone, Mike Porter. Oh, Mike MC is your daddy Porter. All right. All right, who else we got here? For Casquella Lopez, we've also got my man Fanjextra. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam, you know what you should do? You should drop the link to your video this morning. Guys, my man Adam over at Fanjextra, in case you guys don't already know, he has the best damn show on YouTube. He does it every single Wednesday. He does it every single Wednesday I've been going to like, what, 5:30? Is it 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so that's like 8:30 if you're out there on the East Coast. Very, very good show. You get to go in there and debate and vote for your favorite movies. It's called Debate 8. Absolutely great show. But this morning he actually just dropped a very good video talking about some of the movie news. You know, I know a lot of us miss Adam and his morning streams that he used to be able to do, but you know, work and duty and life calls, and so he's still been doing his Debate 8s over there. You gotta go check him out. But also go check out his new video he did, kind of breaking down the Shang-Chi box office. This is a man who's he's not gonna grift. He's not gonna play to an audience for a couple of clicks about a Shang-Chi box office. He's gonna give it to you straight, right? Go check out my man Adam over at Fanjextra. Okay, we also got Sir John in the building. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what everybody's saying. BigStevieW says, I was meh on the trailer. Still very hyped for the show. They're just underwhelming trailer, which is fine. Seeing for me, like, that's cool. Like, because for me, it did it. It did it. I was like, man, I like it. It seems very grounded. Just seems like, you know, like I said, Lethal Weapon. It gave me Lethal Weapon type of vibes. Am I expecting that out of the show? Absolutely not. But it gave me those kind of vibes to it. And I also got, like I said, I don't know anything about the comic run that they're pulling from here. I believe it's a Matt. Is it Matt Fraction that did that comic run of Hawkeye with the Kate Bishop and all that? I don't know. I don't know because I never read it. I haven't read it. Look. You know what? Look. Here's the thing. As I talk a lot about like comic books and shit, I read mostly indie comic books here these days, but like I'm still relatively a normie when it comes to a lot of this shit. I haven't read you know, a whole lot of these. You know what I have read? You know what, this Moon Knight I'm the best fucking read. I've read a lot of more current stories, you know, some other recent backstories, but I've been digging into more of this stuff by way of picking up some omnibuses and stuff like that. And man, I'm telling you, got like Captain America. This was the Ed Brubaker run in which he died and all that stuff. Like really cool stuff. Got the Black Widow, the Moon Knight run, Squadron Supreme, Thunderbolts, which we're going to talk about. We're going to talk a little bit about the Thunderbolts here in just a little while, guys. We're going to talk about the Thunderbolts. We're going to talk about just the things that I know. This is just the stuff I know. Right? But for me, the trailer did it. I think the trailer did it for me. And because, like I said, I don't feel like it has to be super big and crazy, like something that's, like I said, I would go see, if this was a movie, I would go see it. That's what this trailer did for me. Like, I'm kind of like, I wish this was just, you know, a good 2-hour movie. They might be able to get it in 90 minutes. And I was going to the theater to see this thing. Like, this looked that good to me, right? Doesn't have to have a lot of fluff or anything in there. But it also gives me the expectation of something that I would expect out of a movie, which something else we'll talk a little bit about here in just a minute as well. Lucas Texvenger is saying, what's up? I hope you're doing well, Lucas. Justin Simone says, best Marvel trailer ever. This is going to blow Infinity War away. Oh, he says, I heard Katie gonna show up with her bow and arrow too. And fight Kingpin all by herself, and she's gonna take him down like nothing, son, in episode 1. Booyah! It's the MCU. Didn't you know that? It's the MCU. Oh shit. Mike Porter, MCU is blowing up right now. It's incredible. Yeah, like I said, this trailer, like I'm telling you, this trailer really did do it for me here. I feel like this is in a little too. Oh no, that's way too close. I feel that's in a little too close there. I think for me, this trailer did it for me. It did. For real, go back and look at the original Captain America and Thor trailers. Tonally, they were way different. You know, I haven't watched any of those trailers in a while. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. But I know what you're saying. I know what you mean. Where you weren't getting. I think what you're talking about is how you weren't getting kind of like that Marvel formula of a trailer where they're putting some of that humor and stuff into the trailer and maybe like, hey, come see our action-packed, macho about superheroes family fun adventure. Right? Right? Like, is that what you're talking about? How they didn't feel like that? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm guessing that's what you're talking about. Oh, I must have missed Daniel Fisher. Daniel Fisher is here as well. Hope you're having a good day as well, my brother. Just scroll up, Trinity. Your positivity is contagious. He says, stop it. Yeah. Yeah. No, really, like this trailer did do it for me. Okay, Daniel Fisher enjoyed it. I think the fact Mike Porter says, I think the fact that coming out near Christmas with the music and action MCU is your daddy. Oh man. Mike Porter laying it on thick today. I was looking forward to Griswolds. Yeah, right? Yeah. Looks fun, but yeah, feels like Die Hard and Home Alone had a child. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, to me, it kind of felt like it had the Lethal Weapon vibe to it as well. Can't wait for the show, but the trailer had me underwhelmed. That's fine because I'm gonna watch it no matter what. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was scrolling up. Big Stevie. It's all good. Fanjaxer says, I only haven't enjoyed one MCU show fully so far, so I have no reason to think I won't enjoy Hawkeye as of yet. Yeah, I like I said, this trailer really did it for me. For me, like, I don't know, like enjoyment of all of them. You know, I think for me, definitely so far, WandaVision was the best of the series so far. WandaVision has been the best one. Second, I would say it's probably Falcon and Winter Soldier. Third, I would probably put there Loki. And fourth, I would probably put What If so far. I think What If has the potential to put Loki out and maybe even Falcon and Winter Soldier. So far. This Hawkeye series actually looks like it could possibly, just maybe, be up there with WandaVision. You know, really looking back on, you know, and I was talking about this the other day too, man. Looking back, and it was funny, I was talking to Chillmonger about this the other day as well when after we got done doing 33 burning questions on Saturday. You should go check it out. He also dropped another video when we were talking about some stuff there on that series as well. He just kind of clipped out. But WandaVision was a fun series, man. Like, honestly, like, say what you will about a whole lot of other things, that series was actually fun and very rewatchable for me. And I think it was definitely the best of these Marvel series so far. This one looks like it has the potential to be. I think it has the potential to be as good. It looks like it does. It looks like that. And I know, you know, look, I know it's Marvel going woke. They're gonna make Kate Bishop Hawkeye. Jeremy Renner's gonna die. She's gonna be Ronin. She's gonna be fucking Ronin. No, but seriously, well, isn't that what's going on? Like, come on, don't we know? Like, she's the best archer, you know, and you know, he's gonna train her. She's gonna be the best, and he's gonna be the best, and like they're gonna fight, and you know, it's gonna be. Yeah, we all know what this is gonna be. But no, I mean, I think it all looked pretty good. And can we not say that? Is it not about time that we got Captain America the musical? When I seen that, when I seen the whole little musical thing, I was like, oh, okay. And then you see Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye walking out with his kids out of the theater, and they're there. And the next thing you know, they're there. He's probably there with his wife. They just CGI'd her out of the trailer. And next thing you know, they're leaving after watching the show, to which they all really loved and enjoyed. And they walk down a dark alley. They walk down a dark alley, and that's why we don't see Ms. Hawkeye the rest of the trailer at all. So they edited her out. Because we know what happens. Somebody walks in there and says, "Give me the jewels. Give me your shit. Give me the bow and arrow, you son of a bitch." Oh, you think you're a badass? Pew. Pew, pew. Shot your wife. Now give me your shit. That's when Kate Bishop is going to swing in. Pew, pew. Pow, pow, ping, pow, boom. If I could save everybody. But his wife is going to be shot. My predictions. Bold predictions here on 2nd Street. We got you covered. We got you covered. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm kind of like, honestly, I think the least enjoyable one of all the series so far was the Loki series. I mean, to be quite honest, I think the Loki series was my least enjoyable one so far. Like, I actually think that Falcon and Winter Soldier, as disjointed and everything that it was, I think it was more enjoyable than Loki was. Like, Loki seems like it was like just looking back on everything like right now, and I know like even maybe it's recency bias, and I'm just a Loki hater, or maybe it's just that whatever Martino actress lady just couldn't convince me on screen that she was a very good actor and should have been in that role. I mean, she just wasn't very convincing about much, like. And then just thinking about like the series, like they could have man, I don't know, man. Like Owen Wilson was great in there with Tom Hiddleston. That was some good stuff. Like the last 2 episodes did some really cool stuff. I mean, we had old school Loki in there. That was cool. Seeing Richard E. Grant come in and do that. I mean, I guess seeing the variant Lokis, but really, it was just like that last episode with Jonathan Majors, to which Sophia DiMartino, isn't that Sophia? Whatever. Doesn't really matter. She just wasn't very good in convincing it. Like, to me, she actually ruined those episodes, especially like that last episode. We were sitting there fighting and everything, like And the thing is, you can't even say that they went like Gal Gadot with it, because Gal Gadot's very beautiful and she can somewhat act and somewhat be convincing at times. And I think maybe at the times that she might have been able to in this show, like if you swap, but yeah, maybe it's just me. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back in here and see what everybody's saying. Sir John says, "I don't like how clean it looks. Bandage, bruises, blood like Daredevil." How clean it looks. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I thought it looked good. It was great it was a great first vid. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, make sure you go subscribe to Fanjecture. I never read the original Fraction run, but it was my understanding Hawkeye trained Kate Bishop. Apparently, in the MCU, she trains herself like Shang-Chi's sister. She's already known to be the bad. She just sits there like Taskmaster and is like, "Oh, dude, I watched all these archery videos, bro. And then I started watching footage of Hawkeye from, the movies and stuff, and, news clippings, and, just, different viral videos. And I learned, and I trained myself how to be the world's best archer." Yeah. I love it. Let's see. Yes, is Matt Fractions run. Yeah, I haven't either. Good morning, B. Grissom. How are you doing? The original comic run, says Sir John. Hawkeye, during a battle, falls off a building and gets in the hospital. Returning home, he is depressed. His life is a mess, and Kate encourages him to pick up the bow again. Bro has all these dope shirts. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, then the trailer still had had humor, but the overall tone was serious. To its credit, the first Shang trailer was similar tonally. Yeah, and like for me, the Shang-Chi trailers just didn't do it. The Shang-Chi trailers just didn't do it for me. They just didn't quite do it for me. Not quite. WandaVision, Loki. Moon Knight has potential to be one of the best. Yeah, and we were talking about that the other day. Moon Knight should just be a damn movie. Moon Knight should be a movie. Moon Knight should be a movie. Aggressively relaxing says archery and kung fu Marvel movies. Bad news, everyone. Your existence might just be part of my heaven. Yeah. She dresses Ronin. Yeah, a little weird. Yeah, I thought that was good. Like, obviously, that's kind of something that gets his attention is seeing that her sitting there dressed up and like, cosplaying, LARPing, which is essentially what the MCU actors do now when they shoot these movies. And that's what everybody loves is they love seeing all these people fucking LARPing over a green screen. But anyway, in this series, they actually get very meta, and we see a scene where Jeremy Renner is sitting there. It looks like they're doing some LARPing in a park, and he's sitting there fighting with them all like yeehaw. And so it's like, oh, okay, like seriously, what we do in the MCU is we LARP over green screens anyway, and now we're gonna get super meta and actually have one of our characters LARPing with LARPers doing some LARPer shit over green screen. I'm kidding. Like, guys, I'm obviously kidding. But that is kind of what they're doing, though, isn't it? Don't they? Like, and that's what everybody's keen on. Everybody loves, where they do, like, instead of just going and doing something, a live shoot on set somewhere, on a location somewhere, like, everybody just loves their green screen. Everybody just loves their little digital backgrounds and... I'm just saying. Really like the idea of what if, but I didn't particularly enjoy the what if choices. Clearly, Marvel is building characters rather than making good what ifs. Yeah, I could agree with that. Rogers masquerading as Hamilton. Yeah. Promise I'll be back home for Christmas. The moment I knew Renner was is dying in the series. Good. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's either that or maybe he doesn't die, maybe gets injured or something. But like, definitely he ain't making it home. That comment promising his kids to be home for Christmas just screamed, "He's dead, Jim." Yeah, no, and that's they want you to think that though too. That's the other thing too is they want you to think that. They want you to think that because the MCU is woke now. And they're just letting you know. They're just letting you know right there in the trailer, this dude ain't coming home. This is your new Kate Bishop. Or this is your new Hawkeye. Hey, don't you. It's your new Hawkeye. Accept it. Oh, man. Do you know the original comic was made to make people buy war bonds? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. All right, for Chris Koala, have a good one. The misuse of Sif. My least was Falcon and Winter Soldier for what it would have been if they just understood their audience can separate real life and oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely, Big Stevie, absolutely. If all that stuff was true, which we'll find out. Absolutely. Well, you know what? I don't know. That's one of those things. Will they ever admit it? Will they ever talk about that? Will they ever actually talk about it? I feel it's kind of like no. We're not going there. We're not going there if they'll admit if they're wrong. We're not going there. That's opening a can of worms. The Christmas music was not it. See, and like for me, for the vibe, it did it for me. It did it for me, Nikki. Thank you so much for being here. It did it for me. This trailer did it for me. Like I said, if this was a trailer for a movie, I'd go see this movie. Um, because like I said, it gives you the, and that's the thing is like it gives you this feel that is just kind of like I said, it gives me that Die Hard kind of Lethal Weapon kind of feel, but you know it's not that. It gives me this just kind of grounded action movie kind of vibes, but you know it's going to be with a Marvel twist. You know, I seen a lot of people, and I was asking this the other day in the live stream, and I forgot to get back to it about Shang-Chi and if you think this is a martial arts movie. You know, because I've seen a lot of people. I was seeing a lot of people talk about like, oh, Shang-Chi is martial arts, blah 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 blah. But it's not a martial arts movie. You can't even really compare it to a martial arts movie. What it is it's a Marvel Studios Marvel movie with martial arts in it, right? That's all it is. It's still these characters there is. It's with martial arts in it. You know, they kind of pull from, these other films that have been out there, this kind of genre of films, kind of like they do, they're kind of genre bending here into the MCU, but it was a little bit different here. And I think why it's a little bit different is because you're actually bringing in more of those heavier Marvel elements with more of that magic stuff and trying to bring it into the grounded world of all these characters. And you know what I mean? It's like it's a little bit bigger, and it's kind of like Doctor Strange, and that's kind of the Marvel Studios part of it. And that's probably that's what they do, right? It's pretty much grounded. It's the real world outside your window, outside your door, with a Marvel twist. And so that's kind of where it's at. Like even like the Black Widow movie, I mean, I don't think they did it as well. Like to me, this trailer actually looks like this makes this series look like it could be better than the Black Widow movie. And you guys know I love Black Widow. Not the movie necessarily, but the character. The character. But that's I mean, to me that's part of it. I don't know. I mean, it's still it's Marvel doing these genre bending kind of films, I guess you could say. But I like it. I mean, like for me, it gave me that kind of vibe. I didn't mind it at all, Nikki. And no, I'm not gonna sit here and fanboy it up. And no, I thought it was good. I thought it was good though. I thought it was good. Miss Hawkeye was enchanted by another guy when the other guy said to her, "I will be your Hawkeye." And then Miss Hawkeye left Hawkeye for the sharp-tongued guy that talked about being Hawkeye. Mephisto confirmed. Scrolls. Yeah. Justin, stop being Scrooge, Nikki. Thought I wasn't. Yeah, no. Yeah, I think I think that's the thing is a lot of people, and kind of like like it was said earlier about like I think it was Justin saying about the trailer, like, oh, it's gonna be better than this. Like, they're like, yeah. I mean, we kind of know we know where a lot of stuff is kind of going here with all of this, and I don't know. I thought it was good though. I thought it was good. I liked it. But yeah, stop being Scrooge. Oh man, but no, I think a lot of people are kind of not feeling it either. I mean, even just looking at you guys here, I'm sure a lot of people aren't feeling it. I seen LB dropped a video, and from the clickbaiting he did, it looks like he may not have enjoyed it either. Let's see. Sir John says, "Come on, WandaVision ending was garbage. Same writer who wrote Black Widow. She says she doesn't like comics. She turned a Wanda into a sitcom, into a Black Widow, into a Bond movie." Well, we haven't seen what the implications of WandaVision is. Like everything that I've seen, according to just what I know from my normie level of knowledge about the comic books and the history on some of this shit, except for just from what I've read, this series is like out of all of these series has been the best one. Has been the best one out of all of these series. Now, is it the best? Absolutely not. You can argue about Jack Schaefer all you want about whether she's good or not, but plain and simply, from where I'm sitting here looking at these series, she's wrote the best series and did the best series here out of all of these series so far. Hawkeye looks like it could be better, but either way, WandaVision is the best one out of all of them. But again, if you don't like it, that's perfectly fine. But from me looking at them, I think it's the best one. And Jack Schaefer, I mean, you know, I and here's the thing: is like the whole Jack Schaefer didn't know Mephisto thing and all that bullshit. And here's the thing: like she probably don't like comic books. She probably read a couple here when they were getting ready to shoot this film and the Black Widow film when they were preparing for all that. But you know what? As a matter of fact, I think my man LB actually even said something too that like Jack Schaefer, they didn't like they only used like the story, like they didn't even really use her shit for that movie anyway, the Black Widow movie. But I honestly think that if everything I think that happened in WandaVision is what was going on in WandaVision is going on, I gotta say, man, that could be disproven. That could be disproven. Because some of the stuff that I've read in the comic books would actually prove that this series and who wrote it actually does know what's going on here. Actually does know what's going on. And I think that's what they've been doing. I think Marvel Studios and the people there have maybe been somewhat trolling, as I guess people would probably put it, trolling the audiences in the way of misleading about things like that. You know, Mephisto, I don't even know who Mephisto is. Like, look, some of the shit that was in that WandaVision series, anybody saying they have no clue who Mephisto is, some of the comic books that they took some of that stuff from, there's absolutely no way that somebody could sit there and look at that series, some of the shit they put in there, the comic books that they pulled them from, and say, "Oh, I have no clue who Mephisto is." They're lying. They're lying to you. They're like straight up. They're lying. There's no way. There's no way that you wrote that series, some of the shit in that series, and don't know who Mephisto is. I'm telling you, they're trolling. And we can see that Marvel Studios has, for the most part, other than the Brie Larson slip up, which is probably where they started to learn these things, right? They've been getting better at controlling the things that we see, that we hear, and how things are handled out there. So I think it's their trolling. I think it's their trolling totally. Though that's not arguing that, you know, maybe what they're writing is any good. But if everything is what I think it is from what I've seen, I don't know. I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that. They're trolling. They're trolling hardcore. Let's see. That was a low calorie trailer. Well, the story don't count your Hawkeyes before they've hatched. Yeah, I know Jeremy Renner was a great Hawkeye, but this is just another way to make room for his replacement. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I hope it's good though. The trailer was kind of cool. See, and I like the trailer, but I mean, ultimately, that is kind of what's going on there. Nikki is there. He's training his replacement. Here, can we at least be? Can we at least be happy that he's going to be training a replacement? Like, there's somebody out there that's a good archer and everything, and maybe she is the best archer. That's not to say that she's the best, that she's better than Hawkeye, but maybe he's going to train her to be. Right? Hey, that's possible. There's good women archers out there. Like, there are. Go check it out. But yeah, see, and I like the trailer. I didn't think it was really corny, and we'll get into a little bit more here in just a minute too. The person rewriting KOTOR doesn't like the original either. It's a trend. Oh yeah. Well, what's her nuts? Wait until you see the comic convention in Ms. Marvel. Oh yeah. That'd be kind of crazy. Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm with you there, aggressively relaxing. What, Dad making it home after being through hell is a trope, not death. Trains, planes, automobiles, Santa Claus, jingle all the way. Yeah, absolutely. I'm there with you, aggressive. I'm there with you, Aglax. Yeah, MCU on fire now, says Mike Porter. Yeah, Kill Bill has more martial arts. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got to bounce. All right, take it easy, Lucas. Rahul says, do you think No Way Home could top Endgame? No. Absolutely not. Thank you so much for being here, Rahul. Superfan Adam Shawhan says, Frank says to remember to lick the like button and make it moist by leaving a thumbs up. Yeah, there you go. Did you watch the Suicide Squad? No, I did not. Couldn't focus. Ratcatcher got me too. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. And I've talked about this. I could easily walk in my house right now. I could easily sit here on this computer right now and watch the Suicide Squad on HBO Max. Is it still on there? Is it still on there? I could have done that. If it's not on there, I could have done that, but I didn't. Because I was like, if I'm going to see this movie, I'm going to go see it at the theater. I'm going to go see it at the theater. Hashtag Team Scarlet. Hashtag Patty was right. Anyway. Loki tops WandaVision for me. All right. Didn't have a care in any of the Disney Plus series at the end of the day. They all had some good stuff in them. Yeah, they all had some decent stuff in them. Yeah. Allegedly, the sitcom idea was Feige, not Schaefer. Yeah, and that's all good. Like, I enjoyed that stuff for what it was. I think they just did a lot of cool stuff with it. It made it fun in that way, while then everything starts to go crazy. I thought it was good. We're okay. Kate from the get-go is a Mary Sue. No flaws in that chick. Sorry, Trinity. Sorry for what? Thank you so much for being here, Max Santiago. Yeah, well, I mean, apparently, I mean, that's what we see, but we see her faltering too. But the thing is, like, we haven't seen it yet, but I mean, the thing is, we ultimately know, like Nikki said, we know that they're replacing Hawkeye. That's what this is. We know that. Is it any surprise? I mean, that's not going to be, like, is there somebody who's going to see this series and be like, oh, Kate Bishop's totally not going to replace Hawkeye, right? No, they are. They are. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see how they do. Where do you see Jane Foster? Oh man, you know what? I don't know, man. If all them set photos weren't fake and everything, I still think Natalie Portman might be more buff than Simu Liu was. Let's see. Aggressively relaxes. All the Mephisto stuff made no sense to people who have read Marvel comics. You people sound crazy. Yeah. Oh, I know, Justice Simone. Hated what Jason Aaron did. Yeah, I haven't read any of those runs or anything. The Jason Aaron run or anything. I haven't read it. Have you read the '80s Vision and Scarlet Witch? Yes, I have. Marvel Studios is a juggernaut, says Mike Porter. Oh, dang. Look out for the OG Stan, Mike Porter. C-List E-Man, thank you so much for being here. Adam says, I have no problem without creating a female archer that's better than Hawkeye. Just have a good story. Yeah, I mean, it better be. And that's the thing is, like, as long as, like, here's the thing is, like, is she start off just, like, good? You know, she's, you know, like, look. Here's the thing. It's like she's just saying that she's the best. Like, oh, some people say I'm the best. Like, and like nobody's really ever said it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, people say I'm the best, and it's like, no, they don't. Nobody said that. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing: is like when you're like, but the thing is like she could be good. She could be one of the best. That's the thing. When you're good, when you're like competitive in any kind of competitive sports or competitive whatever the hell it is you're doing. You have to think and have this mentality that you are the best or the greatest, while you may not even be, while even the tail of tape may not say that, because you have to go out. You're chasing down the best, right? So it's possible it could be. You know, you got to kind of. A lot of these people have kind of big heads about it, so it could be. But that's not to say it is that she's not going to go through training. Maybe they're not going to totally Mary Sue her, but you know what I want to say, man? I haven't seen any of those little outrage videos by anybody either talking about that shit from Shang-Chi with his sister, where she trained herself like she was fucking Taskmaster and just sat there watching everybody train because she was never trained, and then all of a sudden she's like a badass. Like, I get that she probably fought some people after that, but if she didn't have proper training, even just from watching people, I mean, there's still, you know, I mean, there's still something to be said there for that, right? And again, maybe people making outrage videos aren't that smart neither. But hey, that's just if you ask me. It's just if you ask me. Let's see. Chillmonger says, Trinity, you're the only YouTuber I watch who says Ms. Marvel properly. That's because other people don't. It's because some people don't know this difference between Ms., Mrs., Miss. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. The MCU can't be stopped, says the Mike the Spark Plug Porter. Master Pandemonium trying to get the kid's souls he thinks for himself, but actually for Mephisto. Could be. According to IMDb, they referred to Kate Bishop as a young Avenger. We're getting ready for Phase 4, 5, and 6. What'll be more young Avenger centric? You know, I was thinking about something like that too. But as far as IMDb is concerned, not a reliable source of anything for the most part. But you know, I think instead of young Avengers, what we're looking at here more is new Avengers. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Had more trailer views than Endgame in a pre-pandy world. It could have. Oh, you mean? Well, I mean that's because all these freaking fanboys just have just wanted to rub one off for this trailer and everything. Because you know what? Honestly, maybe they rightfully should be rubbing one off because it seems like might actually get a good version of Peter Parker in the MCU and not Peter Starker. So, I mean, the mere fact that we might actually have Peter Parker in an MCU movie, oh, that could easily, that could probably make it better than Endgame. Let's see. Loki was straight up simping in his own series. Yeah. I've loved everything in the MCU has done. The MCU rules. Yes, some are better than others, but I love it all. I'm loving what they are doing now. Phase 4 bust with everything that's going on. Says MCU is your daddy Porter. Yeah. Max Santiago with a $2 super chat says, why should they replace him? Well, I mean, they don't have to. Nobody's saying they have to. The thing is, they're going to. They know they're going to do all that. But for me, the other thing is too, like, look, a lot of these people are going to age out of these roles in the first place. They're going to have to bring in. Look, the simple fact is, they're going to have to reboot everything anyway. You're eventually going to want to make another Captain America movie in there somewhere. You're eventually going to want to bring Captain America back into these stories and all that stuff. Chris Evans isn't going to want to be around forever. But the thing is you get a different actor to fill the role. But I honestly think that's coming. I think that's coming. I think they're thinking ahead on some of this stuff. I mean, I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers that sit here and watch all this shit, watch all these YouTubers, no matter where they fucking stand on any of these shows. Every fucking buddy out there thinks so fucking short-sighted that is fucking ridiculous. It makes me wonder how you can see fucking anything else. Because they're so short-sighted on everything. Like when WandaVision fucking came out, you got everybody, it ended and everything. Oh, the fucking, it was fucking so shitty. We got the fucking boner. Now, like, you know what? Look. They're setting up shit for the fucking upcoming phases and all kinds of other stuff. And like I said, if they're doing what I think they're doing from what I've read in the comics, the series makes way too much fucking sense. Way too much sense. It's like they're playing the long game with these series, and shows and movies instead of thinking just like this series only and not the next thing. Now, I will also say, there is an argument to be said about the thing that I was talking about the other day in which, wasn't it Charles Murphy? Was it Charles Murphy who tweeted out that he heard that all the upcoming Marvel films are going to be team-up films, to which I think that sucks. The team-up films, the Avengers-style films and all that bullshit, it needs to be like some event-style films that cap off each of these phases. Through the phases, we need individual character stories. That's not to say you can't have extra characters in him. Hell, Iron Man always had an extra character there in him. Hell, you get into Iron Man 2, not only did you have Rhodey, you also had Black Widow, right? The thing is it's not a team-up movie. Like when you get into Captain America Civil War. You get a whole bunch of, you get the whole, like, they don't need to do that for every damn movie. I don't like that idea. It sucks. You need individual films. But the thing is also, I do think with all of this shit that's going on, is it's all going to come to a conclusion, and they're going to be like, this might go on for maybe another handful of years before they want to bring a new Captain America in. And that's when you have one of these events that's going to reset everything. There's several different events that they've got out there that could easily do that, where you could easily recast and bring in new characters, bring in a new Steve Rogers Captain America, bring in a new Black Widow Natasha Romanoff, bring in a new Iron Man, bring in all of these new characters with new actors. They're going to have to do that. And I think they can do that within the confines of the universe that they have built so far. But part of that comes at the expense that we're going to have to put up with all of these things that kind of will play a part in this. All of these different characters. Because at this point they have most of their characters and they're going to bring them all in. Does that mean that they're all going to be good and enjoyable? Absolutely not. Does that mean you're going to want to see them all? Absolutely not. I can guarantee there's plenty of, like, by the time they come up with Squirrel Girl, will I watch it? Yes. Am I going to watch it multiple times? Probably not. Right? Am I going to be excited? Yay, Squirrel Girl's my favorite. No. Will my kids probably be? We were all kids once. We got to forgive our kids. They know not what they do. But the thing is I really do think they're thinking long term with a lot of this stuff, with a lot of these series. When it comes to a lot of these things, they're setting up stuff. Are we going to get bullshit? Yeah, absolutely. Are we going to get are they going to do more of what they've continued to be doing as of recent? Absolutely. Absolutely. Does that mean everybody's going to enjoy it? No. Does that mean again, like, you're either going to like it or you're not. I mean, give it a chance. Give it a chance if you want. If you don't want to, don't watch it. Don't watch it. Don't be one of those. And then, like, I mean, like, and that's just it. Like, you can enjoy something or not enjoy it. You can watch it or not watch it. You can criticize it or not. That's okay. That's what all this stuff is for. That's what all these movies and these films, and that's what YouTube is for. That's what Twitter is for. It's for everybody to watch the shit, to like it or not like it, have your opinion about it, and enjoy it or not. Now, like I said, we're not going to enjoy it all. I can guarantee you, like I said, there's shit coming up. I'm not going to enjoy it. It's not going to be, something that's like, like, yay. But that's how all these things are in the first place. The comic books, all the source material they're pulling them from. Even like a perfect example is even like the X-Men books they got going on right now. They even say, y'all, you need to pull them all. Like, they've got a big story kind of going on with all of them kind of intermingled. But you know what? There's some of the books that are good. There's some of them that are, you know what I mean? So that's just how it is. You're gonna pick and choose when it comes to that, and I mean, that's okay. That's okay. Like I said, they're gonna definitely have some garbage along the way. Should you watch it? Yeah, maybe so. Maybe at least so you can bitch about it. You know what I mean? Like, maybe at the least so we can gripe and bitch about it and get it all out there and talk about these things, because that's really what it's ultimately all about. Is whether you like something, I like something, and we can come together and discuss it together. Right? That's what it's all about. Because I can tell you, there's plenty of shit out there that I'm gonna like that nobody else is gonna like. There's plenty of shit that you're gonna like that I don't like, and all that stuff. That's just how it is. And I've talked about that before too. Like, me and you could both like fucking Captain America, and he could be our favorite character. Like, even in the MCU, he could be our favorite character ever. Just because we both like Captain America doesn't mean that we like the same things about Captain America at all. But that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. And unfortunately, they're gonna always, and they're gonna continue to expand, dare I say, the D word, a diversity of content that is going to, dare I say the R word, represent the people and the characters that these people love. Again, I'm not saying, feel how you want about it. Feel how you want about it. I know how I feel about it. Like, to me, honestly, up until maybe today's trailer, like, I haven't been watching a whole lot of these trailers. Like I said earlier, the Spider-Man trailer, I watched it to me, and I'm just like, yeah, looks all right. Yeah. But dude, I love Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love Spider-Man, but like, I watched the trailer, it's like, yeah, it looks all right. Yeah. Yeah. But I watched this Hawkeye trailer, I'm like, this actually, it looks, at least it looks decent and fun, right? It gave me something a little bit to feel a little excited about. It feels like it might actually be an other good Marvel Studios show. Maybe they'll have a second one. Yeah. Okay, let's see, where are we at here? But yeah, no, I mean, why should they? Yeah, they don't have to replace him. They don't have to replace him. Like I said, with all these things, they could recast. Even like with T'Challa, recast. There's nothing wrong with recasting characters. How many different versions of Punisher have we had out of just in movies? I mean, you got Dolph Lundgren, you got Thomas Jane, you got what's his nuts that did Warzone that ended up being Fandral. We got like 3 different versions just right there of Punisher. Oh, plus from the series too. We got man. Why all of a sudden am I forgetting? Why all of a sudden am I forgetting his name? I almost said Frank Grillo, but Frank Grillo is fucking great too. We need more Frank Grillo. We need more Frank Grillo. But John Bernthal. But I mean that's 4 different versions right there, and we're all willing to see another version, or even if they bring back John Bernthal, which we're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that discussion. But we've seen all these different versions of characters. I think we're like Spider-Man. We've seen 3 different. Look, they're going to use 3 different versions of Spider-Man in this next movie, supposedly. I think we're perfectly okay with you recasting characters at this point, right? I think it's safe to say that we're okay with them doing that. And you don't need to replace them. They could still carry on with the Hawkeye character and bring in the other character too. They absolutely could do that. And maybe they should do that. But I think that might be part of the long-term plan. Like I said, because there are certain events that they have happen to where they could actually sit there and reset some of these characters, bring in new actors. Then you can have some of these younger actors who are in some of these roles with the characters, have them continue on while bringing in a new Iron Man, a new Captain America, just some of that stuff. I think they could. I think they could, and I think they should. So that's why there should be no replacing. To credit Natalie, she definitely can bench more than Patterson. Oh man, Proxy says I heard those photos of Natalie. Oh yeah, I'm 100% sure those photos were photoshopped. Yeah, absolutely. I'm totally sure they were because those photos they just looked too funny. Like did you they looked like she was all like and like her head was on there all yeah. I mean they looked but. That's why I say if those photos were real. No, but she probably had you know what? Like honestly, look, I was joking about this the other day on Twitter. I said, you know what? I'm willing to bet that just following Kate Hudson, you know Kate Hudson, right? Just following Kate Hudson's Instagram, I bet she could kick most of y'all motherfuckers' asses. I bet you Kate Hudson could probably kick most of y'all. Hey, I'm sorry for saying it, brah. I bet you Kate Hudson could kick most of y'all asses, but I've been following Brie Larson's Instagram too, and you know what, guys? She's probably tougher than Baddison, and probably willing to bet she might be able to kick most of y'all asses too. I'm just saying. I'm not saying you have to like her. I'm not saying she's great. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Go check out these people's Instagrams. Frank Grillo. Go check out Frank Grillo's Instagram. He's been Frank Grillo, he's awesome, dude. He's awesome. With a lot of he's been doing some training and motivation videos and shit. He's been doing some cool stuff. But I like Frank Grillo too, man. They need to bring Crossbones back. Don't you dare bring in female Crossbones. She should be the best sandwich maker with those guns. Yeah, hell yeah. She could probably bench more than Pattinson. Yeah. Female Loki was beautiful during the Unworthy Authority run. Jane Foster has cancer and picked up the hammer, even though it's slowly killing her. Yeah, I was gonna say I know about the story and everything like that with her cancer and everything, and every time that she picks it up, it basically resets. Yeah. One day of training and a 3-minute training montage is all women need to outdo established trained characters in the whole life. Oh man, yeah. You're gonna need a montage. Even Rocky had a montage. Montage. Yeah. I rewatched all the UFC fights ever televised. I signed up today. I'll be champion by the end of the year. Thank you, Taskmaster. Yeah. They're not replacing him. He's leaving his role. Ooh. Oh, yeah. He's going on to be Old Man Hawkeye. He's gonna be Old Man Hawkeye. Oh, Fred Jackson. Yeah. Iron Boy is the worst little prick. Xialing is a special person. The protector is in her heart, and she didn't need formal training. Oh my God, Mary Sue! Stop it, Mike Porter. You're hurting me. You're hurting me. You're hurting me. Okay. Your man, Justin, it doesn't work for you. You had to spend years training in circle. Watch you train for 20 minutes, she'll beat your ass. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. Okay. What's up, Landon? How are you doing? We are getting Peter Stranger. Yeah, we're getting Peter Stranger next. Yeah. I'm in lunch right now. I said, but it's Christmas themed. Oh, okay. Yeah. Get them, Uncle Street. Oh, Stacey's Fast Act, thank you so much for being here. Oh, that's right, Proxy. I forgot it only worked one way. Yeah, it does. It totally does. You're an optimist, pal. Somewhat deluded, but still optimistic. No, like, and that's the thing is like, look, I think Kevin Feige is still able to do better things with these characters than they did in the comics. Is that to say that they're going to be good? Absolutely not. Again, I think it's just like the comic books. You're going to like it or you're not going to. You're going to read this series or you're not going to. You're going to read this one because you do enjoy that one. I mean, I think that's really ultimately all that's happening. Now, are they going to phase? And now, part of that comes with, like they did in the comics as well, where they phased out characters. You can't find your normal Incredible Hulk character out there. You got Amadeus Cho, where you're getting, like we're talking about here with Renner, where he's kind of not necessarily aging out of the role, but how long is he going to continue doing it? To what point are they going to decide to just recast? And I think that time is coming up soon. If they do Secret Wars, if that's what they're leading up to, these next couple of phases of films leading up to Secret Wars is going to be they're going to do all this stuff and they're going to reset and bring back some of these characters because they're not going to continue on in the MCU without a Captain America, without an Iron Man and stuff like that. And that's just if you ask me. And by that time, Kevin Feige might be gone, and it might go completely downhill because Victoria Alonso is going to be in charge of everything, along with Jack Schaefer writing everything. The Russo brothers aren't ever going to come back. We're never going to get Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely back. We're just going to flush it all down the toilet. That's what they're going to do. They're going to completely do the same thing with Marvel that they did with Star Wars, and we're going to all rage. That's just what they're going to do. Believe me when I say I'm not completely optimistic about it all. I'm optimistic in the point that I hope that it's at least good. Can you at least make it good? Can you at least do these characters more justice than you fucking did Black Widow? What the fuck was that? This is a PG show, ladies and gentlemen. PG-13 show. I only did a couple of fucks. Max Santiago says $2 with $2 super chat says why replace Clint with Kate? No one cares for. Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, you can't say no one because some people do. Some people do just because. Yeah, look, I'm gonna tell you the same thing my wife told me. You're not everybody, Max Santiago. So what my wife told me when she was smarting off after I told my kids that not everybody is them. Or no, actually, I told her not everybody is her. Yeah, when she was talking about something, I was like, not everybody's you, babe. And then she fired back not even 10 minutes later with, not everybody's you, babe. I'm like, woman? Yeah, no, but I mean, look, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. Like, can you deny that? Like, just let me know in the comments. Can you deny that they're gonna do that? Or that they were ever going to do that? I think that was kind of the plan. They pretty much got access to all their characters. They're going to do all that, you know. And look, they're not all going to be good, and they're definitely not all going to hit. We can see that, you know. That's plain and simple. Plain and simple. Yeah. But like I said, I do still think that Kevin Feige could still do a lot of these characters more justice than maybe the comic books did. Like even like the like Kamala Khan, Ms. Marvel, I still think that he could do something better with that than they did in the comic books. And I've never really read Kamala Khan in the comic book, so I can't comment on whether she's any good or any of the stories or any good. I can't comment on any of that. I don't know because I never read it. I never read it. And I can't. And somebody certainly else can't take is somebody else's word for it because I don't know. Because a lot of people talk about that Jane Foster series too, that unworthy the unworthy Thor, whatever. A lot of people talk about it, say it's good. A lot of people say it's bad. It's I don't know. It's 50-50 out there. So I can't take anybody else's word for it. I have to read it for myself. Max Santiago says, with a $2 super chat, says sales reflect that nobody cares for. Well, I mean, here's one thing when it comes to that is, sure, absolutely, the comics, maybe they didn't have good sales numbers, but what comics do have good sales numbers these days anyway? So, what comics do have good sales numbers? But the other thing is nowadays that they're on, like from their initial runs and all that stuff, you can read the stuff on Marvel Unlimited, Comixology, and all of that stuff. So that's not to say that though people didn't buy the original runs, that there's not people that have read these series afterward that enjoy these characters. Now, is that gonna show up at the theater, the box office? I mean, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. The one thing we can absolutely say is that the MCU makes these movies for normies. They're aimed at normies. 100%. There's payoff for people who know these characters in the comics, certainly. In a multitude of ways. See Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain Marvel, hell, even Ant-Man. You take a look at all these and see how different these characters are from what actually happened in the comic books. But even with like Guardians, they still managed to make a franchise that a lot of people enjoy, not me. Enjoy out of Guardians of the Galaxy. Ant-Man. I like Ant-Man in the comic books. I've been like some of the old shit, like the old Avengers and shit that I've been reading. I like Ant-Man, man. Hank Pym, freaking great. But the Ant-Man movie, I love the Ant-Man movie. Ant-Man is one of my favorite MCU films there is out there. But like that's like Ant-Man isn't Scott Lang. You know what I mean? It's Hank Pym. They changed it, and that stuff all happened in the comics too. But the thing is, like, they did something different there. Obviously, I mean, do we even need to talk about Captain Marvel? Do I even need to go there? There's no way that I need to go there. I think we all know, right? I've talked about that here before as well. Where they took and they read, directors read like that first, they read like a trade and they just taught them like, all right, cool. Like we know about Captain Marvel, you sons of bitches. We read issue number 1 of Kelly Sue the Comics run. And we made a movie. Oh, man. Okay, where we at? Leslie Jones, Squirrel Girl. Hell yeah, that's right. 1980s Marvel tied Mephisto into a story. Come on, the Mephisto talk was straight up insane. Charlie in the mailroom stuff. Charlie in the mailroom stuff. Oh man, Gremlins, one of the best Christmas movies. Yeah, Gremlins is freaking great. And do you remember the trailers for that? For Gremlins? Go find the trailers for Gremlins. Those trailers, fucking top notch. Okay. How do they plan on introducing Ghost Rider? Well, for one, we don't know how they're going to introduce her, but they're going to. Okay. Wait till Hydra Cap. Great. Honestly, Max Santiago, I like Hydra Cap. That whole storyline, it's kind of what got me back into reading comic books. I like the Hydra Cap story for a lot of reasons. But I like that storyline. And honestly, that storyline, them doing that actually helps fix, change, and again, them changing characters in the MCU as well. Will I be excited for Squirrel Girl? Probably not. My kids will be. Oh man, that's funny. Read Ryan North Scroll Girl, one of the best comic runs ever. Yeah, I've got plenty of other comics to read before I get there. Leslie Jones is Squirrel Girl, absolutely. Conan O'Brien is Squirrel Girl, hell yeah. Yeah, they've literally introduced Ghost Rider. Coulson was Ghost Rider for a little bit. Oh, dang. Aglax. Dude, Phil Coulson, Ghost Rider, love it. Yeah. Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider, in that non-canon Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's canon, you son of a bitch. And you know what? I gotta be honest. I actually think that was decent. I think the unfortunate thing was it was on a TV show, and I think Gabriel Luna was the right person for the role. I think he did pretty good, but I feel like he was still early enough in his character that he wasn't able to. Like, I think he did pretty good, but he could have done better. But do they need to bring us Johnny Blaze? Absolutely. Volstagg. Okay, it was Volstagg. What did I say? Foundrel? Yeah, I did say Foundrel, didn't I? Yeah. It's Volstagg. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah. Yeah. Foundrel was the other one that seemed like he was a little. Anyway. Captain Carter from the What If show going to be the new Captain America? Ooh, no. They can't replace Sam Wilson with a whammon. Like there's certain like look, I hate to say it, but I think he's got one level. I think he's got one check above. Maybe I could be wrong. But I think no. Because I think it's yeah, I was gonna say because he's straight, but I guess they haven't really given us any indication of that in MCU, have they? He might still on the scale there, on the scale there. In a multiverse, everything is canon. Yeah, and Aglax is right there. Aglax is right. We can't argue that. In a multiverse, everything is canon. That's true. And he's not lying there. Is it good? I'm not gonna say that. Is it bad? I'm not gonna say that. Hey, make what you will of it. It's basically the excuse to where they could do whatever they want. They could make me Thor. You're gonna have Trinity Thor out there, right? You might have Myrtle Thor. It's possible in the multiverse. And wouldn't you rather have that anyway? Myrtle Thor? Yeah. Oh man. I like Captain America because he has a way with words. Why do you like Captain America? Because he's America's ass. He's America's ass. Lots of reasons. I mean, Captain America is just a great character. Stacey Fastack says, "I'll pass." He was Volstagg. Okay, yeah, he was Volstagg. John Bernthal. John Bernthal was epic. Ooh. We're not gonna get into Netflix Marvel. I don't have a problem with the D word. I don't have a problem with the R word. Put it together and you got Doctor. Call me Doctor Mike. MCU is your daddy. Porter. That's funny. Yeah, Tony likes many things that people don't like. For example, WandaVision. WandaVision was great. Landon, be quiet. I like how Mike changes his name every week. Yeah. Frank Grillo. Yeah, absolutely. Frank Grillo is awesome. Your name changes one of my favorite. Yeah, one of the Mike and his name changes. Victoria, don't call them X-Men Alonzo. I agree. Secret Wars will bring about recasting. Yeah, it easily could, and it should. It easily should. X people. Yeah. Take it easy, Trinity Feige, not going anywhere. Oh man. Romeo is in the building. How are you doing? Sales reflect nobody cares, and for all new, all different. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And that was the thing, like, yeah. I knew all new, all different. I got you. I'm learning some of your acronyms, you acronym people. You fucking acronym people. Aglax says all these folks new to the game talking about I don't like this character. I don't know. You learned about Iron Man in 2017. Calm down. Woo! Damn, Aglax. Damn. Trin stands for Captain Marvel. Yeah. They read all 38 reboots. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Max point on the door. Kate Bishop. Yeah. Oh man, Adam, you're funny, dude. Googling Gremlins trailer now. Yeah. That damaged Steve Rogers. Yeah. To answer the title, no. See, I told you. Why did you delete? You asked a question. You asked a question. I answered. Which one? What got deleted? I asked a question. I answered. Oh, what got deleted? I was just saying on my end. I don't see any deleted messages. You know what it is? Is chances are it may have held the comment for it may have held it for to be approved, and it just didn't show up. Because like it's weird, but like when a thing has to be approved, like it has to be approved, and like if you're talking about like even the stuff on that shows up on the screen, it's got to be, and it doesn't show up on there. It won't show up on there. Let's see. Yeah, Trinitor. Yeah, Iron Myrtle. Yeah, Iron Myrtle would be great. But anyway, guys, like I don't know. Like I said, I mean, and that's something I've talked about here too. I mean, even speaking to like Max's point here is, I've talked about that before too. Is they're going to be bringing in all these characters. There's no denying that. That they're going to be bringing all these characters. I mean, they're not going to stop until Wolverine is a Hispanic girl with a dingaling. But what I'm saying is they're going to bring in all these different characters. They're going to. You're going to like it or you're not going to like it. Will I be here to watch it? Yes. Will I be here to say whether I enjoy it? Yes. Will I criticize it if I don't like it? Yes. Will I criticize it if I enjoy it? Yes. That's okay. It's okay to criticize these things. You know, it's okay to criticize these things. It's okay to not like these things. It's absolutely okay. Because again, like I said, not everything is everybody's gonna enjoy. There's plenty of different movies and stuff out there that I've watched and shit I don't enjoy. People do enjoy. Like look, we could take a look at what is that Fast and Furious series, all that bullshit. Like to me, like Tokyo Drift was like the last good one. Yeah, I said the last good one. Like I think the first one was okay-ish. Second one, very cornball. The third one Tokyo Drift? Was the third one like? I feel like it was. It was okay. You know, they were okay-ish. But then after that, it was just like, you know, plenty of people love that shit. I just don't. I don't. About Hobbs and Shaw, I was like, oh, maybe I like Hobbs and Shaw. I like these dudes. We'll see how it is. Dude, I haven't even made it through that fucking movie yet. I haven't even made it through the movie yet. And I bought it when it came out on physical. Like I bought it and I haven't watched it yet. What is those like Harry Potter movies? Everybody expects everybody to have liked those and to have seen those. Like people on social, like on Twitter and shit, have made references to this Harry Potter stuff, Voldemort or something. And I'm like, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. Like, I'm like, I don't fucking care about Harry Potter, bro. I don't fucking care about Harry Potter. People talk about Lord of the Rings on Lord of the Rings. Blah. I've seen the movies. The Lord of the Rings series. I didn't watch The Hobbit and all that bullshit. Look, I'm not that fucking big of a nerd. Star Trek. I've seen a lot of the Star Trek movies. This, that. I don't fucking care. I don't care. But again, people do like that shit. Like I said, people are going to like it. People aren't going to. And even the people that do and don't like it, that consume this media, is going to like it and criticize it. And that's perfectly okay. It's perfectly okay. And it's perfectly okay for you to have your opinion on it. And it doesn't have to be the same opinion that everybody else has. It doesn't. You also don't have to have the same copy pasta arguments that everybody else has either. You don't. And I see a lot of those. From a lot of people. You know, I was watching a video the other day. Fucking funny. I'm going to tell this story before we leave. The stream here. I was watching some upcoming YouTuber the other day. I always do, like, I get out there, you know, always looking through the YouTube interwebs for just different channels, see what they're saying, everything kind of going on. This new one kind of came up that I'd never heard of before, and I checked out the video. I was like, oh, what's this video talking about? Some Shang-Chi box office news, right? Well, lo and behold, is his channel, and the guy gets on there and he's talking about, oh, you know, Simu Liu came out fighting with all these weirdos on Twitter and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, talking about the Shang-Chi box office and, you know, hey, Shang-Chi showed them, guys. It's like the people that are talking about this just don't get it. They're idiots. Now you guys know that here on my channel, I don't like to talk about other YouTubers. But today, I'm going to. You guys know that I like to keep it positive on my channel. But today, we're going to talk about these other YouTubers that have no clue what they're talking about. You know, I like to keep it positive. I don't like to talk about other YouTubers. But today, I'm going to call a bunch of YouTubers a bunch of names. I'm going to talk about them. And I don't like to talk about them. I don't like talking about this. I like keeping it positive here. But I'm going to go ahead and continue on for the next 10, 15, 20 minutes. Continuing to be not positive, to continuing to talk trash about other YouTubers and everything. But I don't normally do that here, guys. But go back and watch my previous 4 videos. Or 5 videos. Maybe even more than that. That I do the same thing. Now, the thing is, like, look. It's all good. Like, look. There's nothing wrong. And, you know, and I've seen several other, it's not just this one channel. It's like, I've seen several other channels that are like, I like to keep it positive. I don't like to talk about other YouTubers. Okay, keep fooling yourself, dude, because, like, I watch your content and that's, like, all you fucking do. And that's okay. That's okay. It's okay to talk about these other YouTubers and criticize them if that's what you want to do. But you're lying if you keep saying and telling your audience and everybody that you don't like to do it, that it's not something you do often, that you like to keep it positive, and then, like, a lot of your videos are exactly doing that, are talking about other YouTubers, or talking about not being positive. They're doing all of these things that you say you're not doing, that you don't like. That. Like, just be honest. Like I said, there's plenty of people out there who do this, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to criticize people and things, right? It's okay to criticize other people's opinions. Don't be mad when they come and criticize yours. Because ultimately, you were looking for attention when you made the video. They might have been looking for attention when they made theirs. It's kind of the name of the game, folks. But that's the thing. Like, you might like this person, you might not like that person. Everybody has their opinions. It's okay to criticize these films, these movies, these comic books, this music, everything that's going. It's okay to criticize that stuff. It's okay to criticize other people's opinions of this stuff. It's okay. It's perfectly okay. And it's okay for other people to criticize your critical opinion. I just think it's always weird. I see all these people always saying these things. Like, I don't like to do this, but I'm going to continue to do it. I'm being positive. I like to be positive. Let's just leave it on the fact that chances are you probably don't really know what the fuck positive is. I don't know, but that's just if you ask me. What's up, everybody? Thank you all so much for being here today. It was a good show. Thank you all for the conversation. I think it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a great week. Go out there. Make sure you get a workout in. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure that you thumbs up this video. Make sure you share it out with your friends. Tell them to come hang out. Tell them to leave all of their terrible views about my terrible views. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Have a great day. Smash the like button. Check your Myrtle bit. Later.